right there. Awesome. Okay. Welcome. Good morning. Thank you again for being here. Is your first time with me? Amaris, Chani, and have we practiced together? And we haven't practiced face to face, virtually together. This is our first getting to do this. And there was one other being who told me they were going to be practicing with me face to face for the first time. Sarah, thank you. I know you've been here. Amalia, we've practiced together. Thank you again. I just want to make sure I get my gratitudes out. I'm very grateful that you're here to root and rise with me. Our practice this morning is going to be focused on grounding, connecting, waking up by rooting down and using the earth to really charge up. It's been quite a week, you got to ride the waves. I was just saying, like, the ups, the downs, the good, the bad, the confusing, the challenging. We got to just ride it. And as long as we're connected, and what I found is reminding myself of my connection to the earth, really getting down and connecting, being intentional about how I root to my foundation. I find that I can get through the adversity, through the challenge, through any emotional ups and downs and spirals. I'm better able to face it. So I want to share with you this morning a flow all about, or really focused on, how we connect and root to the earth. So let's get started. Let's start standing up. So come to the top of your mat. Standing at the top of your space. We'll start in just a little bit higher, like that. Okay, we'll start in a traditional mountain pose. Make sure your feet are about inner hips width apart. So grounding through all four corners of the feet, engaging the muscles of the legs, and standing nice and tall. Take an inhale to roll the shoulders up and back. Let your heart space be open and gaze out in front of you. Connect in towards the earth. And one thing that's helped me find all four corners of my feet is taking a gentle rock forward, a gentle rock back, and take a little sway to the side, a little sway to the other side, and then find your center. And then get rooted, connected here. Take a breath in through your nose, and a breath out through the nose. Breathe in through the nose, and out through the nose. One more breath in. This time, as you breathe out, bring your hands to your heart center, pressing your palms together right at the center of the chest. And ground is connected to the earth. Stand here tall and set intention for the practice. So as this practice focuses on really rooting and connecting to the earth, maybe you set an intention around what might ground you, to lean into any support you find through the breath, maybe through the earth, or rocks if you need them. But set an intention here, circling back to our intention to press all four corners again down and towards the earth. On your next inhale breath, circle the arms up, reach up and look up. Maybe the fingertips touch above the head. As you breathe out through the nose, open the palms, let your heart lead the way, come all the way down to a forward fold. Bend the legs a lot here, nice and soft, chin to chest. As you breathe in, lift halfway, put fingertips into shins, and get a nice long spine, maybe keeping soft knees as well. And then exhale back to a forward. Lift the fingertips on the earth, or maybe behind the legs. As you inhale, circle the arms back up. Keep pressing those heels down and towards the earth. Reach up. Exhale, hands come back to heart center. Inhale, circle the arms up. Reach up as you breathe. Exhale all the way down, forward fold. Maybe keeping those knees nice and bent again. All the way to inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, nice and long. Look down towards your toes. And breathe out, going back to forward fold. Belly to thigh. Fingertips to earth, or maybe behind the leg. Let's circle up one more time. Root to rise. Press the heels down. Reach up. And exhale, hands come again to heart center. And press your heels down more into the earth. At the same time, you find a elongated spine, an open heart, right? So equal parts descending and ascending. At the crown of the head, trying to go heaven. Exhale, breath, circle the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift just halfway. And exhale, back all the way down. The fingertips on the earth or behind the legs. Next time you breathe in, press fingertips to tent on the earth and send your right toes back. And then send your left toes back. Strong plank pose, or maybe you bring the knees down to a tabletop position. Take an inhale breath. On the exhale breath, lower your knees, chest, and chin down to the earth. Let the tailbone stay high. As you breathe in, slide forward for a baby cobra. Let your heart lift and keep those hips pressing in towards the earth. Take one more breath here. And then as you exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Our first inverted V of our practice. Relax the neck. If you can pedal out through the heels. Without trying to have the heels press down and towards the earth, just gently pedal out. Breathing, finding a little more space on each exhale breath. Good. And then come to stillness here. Take a breath in and a breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. One more breath in and breathing out of the nose. Good. Next time you breathe in, bring your right foot forward between your hands. Look down at your toes. Press the earth away as you straighten the right leg. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, bring your left toes to meet your right. Forward fold. Put in towards the earth. As you breathe in, circle the arms up, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, hands come back to the heart. Bring those heels down as you reach up once again. Big breath in. Exhale, forward fold, all the way back down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. This time, tip the fingertips and send your left toes back behind you. And then your right to meet in plank. Engage the core, take an inhale breath. As you exhale, lower knees, chest, and chin, keeping tailbone really high. On the inhale breath, slide forward, gentle back bend here. Let your heart shine forward. Press the toes in towards the earth. Press the hips down. Squeeze the glutes. Let your heart shine. Exhale back to your inverted V. Downward facing dog. Relax the neck. Look back towards your toes, maybe towards your belly button. And again, take those pedals out through the heel. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Being mindful as you move, as you breathe, as you start to feel your body. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Next time you take an inhale breath, bring your left toes forward between your hands, rooted, connected towards the earth. Look down at the earth. As you breathe in, straighten the left leg. As you breathe out, bring your your right toes to meet your left. Forward fold. Inhale, circle the arms up, reach up. And exhale the hands back in towards the heart. Good. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift. Halfway. Exhale, back to a forward fold. From here, set both feet straight back to plank pose. Spread the fingertips really wide. Keep shooting back through the heels. Engage the core. Press the earth away. Take an inhale breath. On the exhale breath, lower knees, chest, chin, or maybe find a chaturanga push-up, bringing the heart closer towards the earth, but keeping those elbows at a 90-degree angle. On the inhale breath, lift up, maybe upward facing dog. Inhale. On an exhale breath, engage the core, lift your hips high, and find your downward facing dog. From here, you breathe in and breathe out. Inhale. Exhale.
letting your breath be powerful, finding any minor adjustments or movements you need to make, and then enjoy the stillness as you root in towards the earth. Find the power in your breath. Good. Next inhale breath, lift up on your tippy toes. On the exhale breath, bend your knees, look forward, and maybe step or jump your feet to the top of the mat. We'll meet in a forward fold once again. On the next inhale breath, come all the way back up, circle up. Hands come to heart center as you exhale. One more time for our sun sal. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, pressing behind the legs or maybe on the mat. Inhale to lift halfway, heart shines forward, keep looking at the toes. And this time, as you exhale, maybe you're able to jump back. Maybe you step back 1 foot at a time, mindful here. Take an inhale breath. On the exhale, lower the heart, your choice, knees down or maybe chaturanga push-up. As you breathe in, shine your heart forward as you press the toes in towards the earth. As you breathe out, engage your core, send the hips high, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Again, keep coming back to the breath. Are you spreading wide through the fingertips, really taking up space on the earth beneath you? Are you finding more space behind the back of the legs, rooting the heels down, closer to the earth? Breathe in and breathe out. Next time you breathe in, bring your right foot forward between your hands at the top of the mat. Let your left toes come forward 4 to 6 inches and ground at a 45-degree angle. As you breathe in, reach the arms up. We'll find our Vira 1, our warrior 1. Keep grounding through the outside of that back foot. That's also gonna charge up this glute, okay? Sending the hips to be more forward, our heart to shine forward. Look up, take an inhale breath, rooting down, keeping the heart open. And then as you exhale, open the arms so that they are parallel on your mat. We'll find our warrior 2 by bringing the left foot further back on the mat, allowing the hips to drop down closer to the earth, staying grounded and connected. Again, bring your awareness to that outer edge of your left foot. Find the earth. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And then as you breathe out, bring your right hand down to the inside of your right foot. Maybe you rest your right elbow on your right knee, or you reach for the earth. We'll find the extended side angle by bringing that left arm up and around. And the pinky edge of your hand being closer towards the earth. And the heart stay open. Take one more breath here. And then as you exhale, release both hands to the earth. You're gonna bring those left toes back a little bit closer, about 4 to 6 inches closer, and allow the right knee to straighten. We'll find pyramid pose. Surrender, bow your heart. Invite the hips to be more straight by sending the right hip back and bringing the left hip forward. Take an inhale, breath, and lift halfway. Right, so you got a nice long spine. And then exhale, come back to forward fold. Let your fingertips find the earth once again. Also, it's perfectly fine to keep this right knee kind of softly bent here. Good, take one more breath in. And full breath out. See if you can melt, surrender a little bit more, inviting the hips to be more square. Might feel nice to interlace the hands back behind the sacrum. Find an opening through the shoulders. As much as we're grounding, connecting towards the earth, we can get a little bit of opening, increasing the space around our shoulders, around our heart too. And then exhale to release. Let the fingertips come back down towards the earth, and you'll send the right leg back. Find plank or maybe tabletop position. Take an inhale breath here. On the exhale breath, lower the heart towards the earth. Exhale, inhale, upward facing dog. Breathe. Exhale, back, downward facing dog, hips high. Breathe in. And breathe in. Breathe in. Good. Next inhale, bring the left toes forward between your fingertips. And you're gonna bring the right toes closer, 4 to 6 inches, ground at a 45-degree. Press those feet in towards the earth. Stay rooted, connected, center. And then bring your heart up. The focused, charged warrior. It's connected, rooted towards the earth. Invite the hips forward by sending the left hip back and the right hip forward. The right. Invite the hips to be square so your heart can shine forward in the direction that you're facing. Take an inhale breath here. An exhale breath. See if you can really find the earth with the outer edge of your right foot. Good. And then as you exhale, open the arms to be parallel. Find a warrior two, creating a little more space and letting those hips drop closer towards the earth. The heart stays open, we stay connected. Again, find the outer edge of your right foot and press it more into the foot. Breath in. To breathe out, the left hand come either to rest on the left knee or maybe down towards the earth as we find the extended side angle pose. Bring that right arm, kind of like guitar stringing up and over your right ear. Let the pinky be closer towards the earth. Feel the heart. Breath in. Breath out. One more like that. And then exhale, let the hands find the earth, either side of the left foot. The left leg will be straight, and we'll shorten your stance for our pyramid. Again, invite the hips to be square by sending left hip back and right foot. Surrender, bow. The belly comes to the side. Bringing the third eye to the knee. Pressure here. Left hip back, right hip forward. Bring an inhale breath to lift halfway. And exhale back to a forward fold. Enjoy opening through the heart space by interlacing the hands back behind the sacrum, maybe grabbing some elbows that kind of feels nice too, or interlacing the hands and bringing them up towards the heavens for a couple of breaths. And once you've had enough of that opening, you can bring the hands back down towards the earth. Then the left foot back. Find your vinyasa, your flow. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, lowering the heart, chaturanga, or maybe knees, chest, chin. On the inhale breath, let your heart shine forward. Yeah, on the exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. Again, spread wide through those fingertips. Take up space on the earth beneath you. As you root the heels down and towards the earth, keep coming back to your breath. Imagine this powerful force, this powerful strength beneath you. You can breathe in through your fingertips, right? You can pull in that strength. You spread the fingertips out wide and try to get as much of it connected to the earth as possible. Same, keep rooting, reaching towards the earth. Next time you breathe in, lift up on your tippy toes. On the exhale breath, bend the knees, look and gaze forward. And you can step or jump your feet to the outside of your hand. You'll find the Lasana, our yogi squat. We're gonna invite the hips between the heels. If you have a block, who is thinking about cross set? If you have a block, you like to put that underneath your seat for support. This is a great option. So you can hop forward and then sit yourself on a little bit of support. You're gonna bring your elbows to the inside of your knees, press the palms towards the heart space. See if you can settle the mind, settle sensation by calming the breath. Take a slow inhale breath. slow exhale breath. One more like that. Good. Can you find the earth with your left fingertips on the outside of your left toes? Can you reach towards the sky with the right palm, letting the heart space open? Take a breath in and a breath out. One more. And then back to the heart. Keep breathing. Find the earth with the right fingertips outside of the right toes. And reach up towards the sky with the left palm. Heart open, breathe. One more breath. And then back to your heart. And release the hands to the earth and let the hips go back up high towards the sky. I like to take a little sway side to side through the hips. If that serves you, enjoy that. Get that root chakra activated, just give it a little wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. The palms come back down, legs go back. Feel free to take a vinyasa, exhaling, inhaling, or just wait in downward facing dog. And practice your choice. Yeah. Good. Coming back to the breath, take 2 rounds, breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the nose. Breathing in and breathing out. Next time you breathe in, the right foot comes forward between the hands once again, and you're gonna let this left heel come down to meet the earth. Right hand to the inside of the right foot, and maybe again, if you have a block, you can press your hand onto that block for support just for a moment. Reach the left arm up and over the left ear and find prayer position above the head. You can rest the right shoulder on the right thigh. Stay open, keep moving toward the earth, feel your heart hits to be more open. I'll be able to give you a good visual of this on the other side. Breathe. Let both hands come to the inside of the right foot. The left shoulder points forward. And foot to outer leg. Again. Come on, hold the breath. Down. Wherever you are, back to that grounded. Keep breathing. Lowering here. Keep your breath intentional, slow, and controlled. So your breath being kind of shallow or short. Okay, you might just take a walk off. Tap, tap.
I don't know if anyone else, but I can't hear you over the music right now, Charnette.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, I'm glad you said something. Thank you, Sarah. Can you guys hear me now? You got your bodies in this shape? Okay, good. You're good. Okay. We're gonna take one more breath here in lizard. And as you exhale, you're gonna press the right foot back to plank and take a vinyasa or meet in downward facing dog if you'd like. Yeah, that was a loud track. Why did that track get so loud? What song is that? That song is getting cut from the playlist. Okay, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths here. Coming back to the present moment. Me too. Every now and then, we wander. We become aware. We come right back. Next time you breathe in, bring the left foot forward between your hands. And you're gonna use a block if you need some support. You're gonna let the right foot come down to be parallel to the short edge of your mat. You're either gonna place your left hand on the inside of the left foot on a block, or maybe down on the earth, swinging the right arm up and over the right ear, kind of like taking a pause and extended side angle. And then from here, rest your left shoulder on your left thigh and see if you can bring your palms together in a prayer position. So as we root down with the feet, let's see if we can get our heart space to be even more open. Can you accommodate the right shoulder more on top of the left? Can you stretch the arms out a little bit further? Can you look up more towards the side or more towards the sky? Take a breath in and a breath out. One more. And then relax, let the fingertips come back down to the earth, let the toes, the back toes face the front. And then let the left toe go to the outer edge of the mat. We will find our lizard on this side. And you can bring the right knee down if you like for a little support. This actually feels really good too. Bring the hips down and forward. And keep the right knee floating. You want more sensation, you want the hands forward and bring the forearms down to either. And again, just stay with your breath wherever you are. Wherever you are as well, take a moment to check in with the parts of your body that are connected towards the earth. While we work through the hips, this area of our body where we hold a lot of memory, tension, there's a lot of sensation here. We can use the support of the earth to sense that we're safe, to sense that support, to sense just that we're being held through this opening, right? So use your breath, use your body, use the connection to the earth wherever you're connected. And take 2 more breaths here. Intentional breath. And then as you inhale, lift up if you were down. I'm going to send the leg back. Are you still on? Sorry about that. Did I stop?
You didn't stop over here.
Okay, good. Sorry about that. You're gonna send that leg back, take your vinyasa, and then get back to downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a full breath out. Breathing in and breathing out. Next inhale breath, lift up on the tippy toes, bend your knees so that you can squat down and look forward. You're gonna jump your feet to the center of the mat and land in a squat. Wrap your arms around your legs. See if you can grab like your opposite elbows. You're gonna squeeze yourself in really, really tight and press your heels down towards the earth. So you're gonna feel like you're working, like you're pulling yourself, like you feel that resistance, that push, that pull. So press the heels down, spread open like you could press the heart up and out, but also compress yourself in really tight. So use a little bit of the bicep strength here. Take a breath in. And on the exhale breath, relax, release, and rotate your body over to face the right. From here, bring your hands to your heart center, prayer position, and see if you can find balance. Lifting just on the balls of the toes, long spine, crown of head, shoulders stacked on top of ribs on top of hips. Take one more breath in. And on the exhale, let the hands come back down. You can step or maybe jump back to chaturanga. Finger step, yes, perfect. And exhale back to downward facing dog. I got excited. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. Again, lift up on the toes, inhale, breath, exhale, breath, bend the knees, look forward. As you breathe in, step, jumps into a squat at the center of your mat. Again, you're gonna wrap your arms around your legs, helping with the tight. Same time, lifting like you spread your heart to the ears open, but you are holding. Please be really tight. Then, biggest inhale breath. Pull your belly press against your thighs. And then exhale to release. It feels really good. You feel like you expand. And then you're gonna rotate to the left. You're gonna stack your head on top of your shoulders on top of your ribs. Bring the hands to heart center, namaste. See if you can find a balance here. Long spine, breathe in. Squeeze the thighs together. Find your center. Take one more breath in. And then as you breathe out, you can press your hands down to the front of your mat and step or jump back to chaturanga or plank. Ooh, give it a hop. On the inhale breath, lift up to your back bend of choice. As you breathe out, engage the core and get your hips back high for downward facing dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Very good. Next time you breathe in, your right foot comes forward to the top of the mat. Keep your left hand on the earth and reach up towards the sky with the right. Let your heart space spread and expand as you reach towards the sky. Keep the right fingertips active. Keep pressing back through that left heel. Take one more breath in. And as you breathe out, let the right hand come back down. We'll simply switch feet, bringing the left foot forward between the hands. Right hand closer to the left foot and down on the earth. Reach up towards the sky with the left. Let the hips root down. Let your heart space open as you reach towards the sky with the left. Fingertips. Maybe even look up towards the sky. Look where you're reaching. And then exhale to come on back down. Find your vinyasa, building, expanding. And exhale, breath. Coming to a place of surrender, pressing the earth away. Good. From here, we'll make our way to the top of the mat once again. You can step or jump, lifting up on the toes. Exhale, breath, bend the knees, look forward, step or jump your feet to the top of the mat. Good. From here, you're going to yogi toe lock. So take your two peace fingers and grab onto your right big toe. Bring your left hand to the left hip crease. So you know from that place that we're building up, where we're like hinging up. As you come up to stand, can you keep that right leg straight? Maybe you keep it bent. Can you flex through that foot? Can you come up to stand? Can you find your balance? Good. Are you able to let go of that leg? Maybe keeping it as straight as you can. Take a breath in. And then on the exhale breath, release. Grab onto that right foot from back behind you. Bring the knees closer together to touch to start. You might already feel this expanding, this lengthening through the front of the right hip just by standing here. Bring the left hand to the center of the chest. And let's find the dancer's pose. Let's get this heart going forward. We'll bring the left hand up on the inhale breath. As you exhale, bring your body down. Keep kicking into your right hand with your right foot. Keep kicking back behind you. At the same time, keep reaching forward. You don't have to go down very far. Keep kicking back, keep reaching forward. Breathe in, breathe out. Finding your balance, letting your heart stay open. Breathe in, breathe out. Good, one more. On the inhale breath, good. Slowly come back up and let that rest just for a second. You can shake out the left leg, shake out the right, mindfully. Let's get a little more work on the left leg before we move over. Let's get a little bit of our tree pose. So bring that right foot up either to the right ankle or the left ankle, the left calf, or maybe all the way up to the inner left thigh. Hands come together at heart center from here. Sending that right knee back more, allowing the hips to open, allowing the hips, the sacral center, your heart chakra to really open and expand. Stay grounded here. Inhale to reach the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, open the heart. Take 2 breaths. You inhale, the hands come back up. Exhale right through the center of your being to the heart and relax, release. Again, a mindful shake out of both legs if that serves. Next time you breathe in, bring the toes together, reach up towards the sky. Exhale all the way down, back to your forward fold. Maybe you have some length behind the legs now. You can let the legs be a little bit straighter. All right, let's do it on the left side. Take your 2 peace fingers and grab onto the left big toe. Bring your right hand to the inner right hip crease. Inner right hip crease. I don't know what that is. The right hip crease. And you're gonna keep rooting down through that right foot as you bring the body up to stand. Keep holding on to the left toes. Maybe you keep the left knee bent. That's perfectly fine. You can still work for that balance. Still challenge yourself to ground and root down. Maybe take a breath without holding on to that toe. And exhale to release. We'll grab onto the left foot back behind. Bring the left knee to closer, maybe if you can, the knees to touch. Again, increasing that space in the front of the left thigh. Right hand to the heart space. On the inhale breath, reach the right arm up. On the exhale breath, bring the body down. Keep kicking into the left hand with the left foot. Reaching forward, kicking back, equal parts. Remember, you are the center. Ground down through that right foot. Keep kicking through the left. Take 2 more breaths if you can here. And an inhale breath. Slowly coming back up. Care. And then letting that foot come down. Giving a mindful, gentle shake or release through both legs. And let's get into our tree pose on this side. So the left foot will come to either the right ankle. It can stay down on the ground and we can still work on grounding and balance. Like it doesn't need to be up here to be beneficial, to be powerful, to be impactful, right? So wherever your leg is, we're trying to root down through the standing leg, sending this left knee back to open through the hips. Hands come to heart center. I challenged myself today to take 2 breaths in tree pose with my eyes closed. Inhale the arms up. Exhale to open the heart. It's good to wobble. Practice is finding our center once again, right? Get ready to bring the hands back above the head. Back to the heart. And let it go, shake it out. Like it's good to wobble sometimes. Shake out both legs. I don't think that the practice is about being like perfect. I think the practice is about like falling and then you learn. Like I say, it's what you learn on the way down, not about getting your fingertips to the earth. It's about what you're exploring, what you're learning. Gotta keep learning. Okay, I want to get you guys back down to the ground. Let's bring your toes out kind of wide. Let them pigeon toe in towards the midline of the mat. gonna release a little bit of tension through the low back by bringing hands to hips, elbows reach back towards each other, send the hips forward, send your gaze up towards the sky, gentle back bend, breathe in. And then as you breathe out, come back again to a forward fold. Grab on opposite elbows, let the chin come towards the chest, let the upper body be heavy, gently sway right to left to right if that feels good, to just do a little bobble. Good. And then we'll release the fingertips down to the earth. You're gonna walk your toes back to plank position. We're gonna take side plank on both sides. So right side of the body, bring the body all the way over to the right. You might bring the right knee down to the earth and give yourself some support here, turning the toes off the mat, reaching up towards the sky. Or maybe you stay lifted here on the outer edge of the right foot. Breathe in and breathe out, coming back through center. Take a breath in and a breath out. Left side, bring the body over to the left, balancing on the outer edge of the left foot, or maybe you bring the left knee down and keep sending the hips up and forward. Breathe in. And exhale to release, coming back to center once again. Send the hips high, downward facing dog. Take an inhale breath and an exhale breath. Good, one more, breathe in and breathe out. Good. Next time you breathe in, bring the right foot towards the top of the mat, but closer to your left hand. From here, we're gonna kick up the left toes. Right fingertips in front of the right toes for half moon. Reach the left arm up towards the sky. Keep flexing that left foot. Maybe look towards the left. Can you even send your gaze towards your left thumb? Keep flexing that foot, finding your balance. And then from here, bring the left knee back behind the right ankle and come to sit down in a seated spinal twist. Right hand back behind you like a kickstand. Reach the left arm up on an inhale breath. As you exhale, twist, bringing that left elbow to contact the right knee. Sitting again, nice and tall. And if both sit bones are not pressing down and towards the earth, perfectly fine to let this left leg just lengthen out long in front of you. Still twisting, bringing out. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist a little more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. One more inhale. And exhale, twist a little more. And then as you breathe in, counter twist on the opposite side. So just give it a quick little ring out. And then this top leg is just gonna spiral right back behind you for our swan or lying pigeon. So if this is any contradictory or any, knee pain, any worries about this on your knee, you can always lie back and do a thread the needle. If anyone wants that, let me know. I'll guide you through that. So for a pigeon, you're gonna walk your fingertips closer to the hips, lift up out of the waist, and then slowly walk the fingertips a little more forward. Arms can stay straight here, breathing, allowing these hips to root towards the earth. Or maybe find more sensation by walking the forearms a little bit forward and then bringing them down to the earth. You can also surrender your heart to the earth here. And a reminder to allow your breath to be intentional and see if you can lengthen out your exhale breath. It's in that exhale breath where we're really gonna find the space. So without pushing or pulling our bodies to open, we can create this space with our breath. So if you inhale for a count of 5, Can you elongate the exhale to a count of 7? Softening, right, into a little more space. Keep the breath, create the space. On your next inhale breath, go ahead and walk the fingertips back up towards the hips. You'll lift up out of the waist, send the right leg and left leg right back to plank position. Take a vinyasa here. Breathe in and breathe out. Next time you breathe in, you bring the left foot forward, closer to the right hand at the top of the mat. Kick the right toes up toward the sky, flex the right foot and find half moon. The left fingertips will be in front of the left toes. Reach the right arm towards the sky. Maybe send your gaze towards the right. Maybe send your gaze towards the heavens and look at your right thumb. Keep flexing that right foot. Breathe in, breathe out. Working for balance, maybe challenge yourself. With the fingertips off the earth. Breathe. And then as you breathe out, relax, release that, and bring the right knee behind the left ankle, down to the earth for our seated spinal twist. Left hand back behind like a kickstand. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale to twist, right elbow in contact with the left knee. Inhale to lengthen out of the waist. On the exhale breath, twist a little bit more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. One more inhale, sit up nice and tall. And exhale, ring out a little bit more. Good, as you breathe in, counter twist gently on the opposite side. And then swing this top leg right back around to your swan or your pigeon. Again, if you would like to, you can go into thread the needle lying on your back, pulling that thigh a little bit closer to your face to find that same opening through the hip without putting pressure on your knees. If you're here in the pigeon stretch, take a moment to lift out of the waist, create that space for yourself, and then walk the forearms forward. Maybe bringing the heart to the earth, maybe staying lifted up here, perfectly fine. Our intention is the breath. Our intention is to find that connection to the earth, a connection with the earth, right? Allowing the earth to support us as we open through the hips and the heart. Allowing ourselves to feel supported, rooted, and connected, even through adversity or challenges, these obstacles, these things we're facing in life. We can always come back to the breath that grounds. Come back to the mat and find some grounding. Breathe. Yeah. Take. Let's take one more round of breath here. And as you inhale, walk the fingertips back up towards the hips. Lift up out of the waist. Send the left and right leg back. Plank. Let's take one final vinyasa. Exhaling chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Letting your heart really shine open. And then exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Our final down dog here. Finding length behind the back of the legs, relaxing the neck, sending the hips high and spreading wide through the fingertips. Good. From here, bring the knees on down towards the earth. We're gonna spread the legs wide. Seated wide leg. Bring your feet to spread wide, legs really wide. And first we're gonna reach up towards the sky, find length. And then exhale, see if you can slowly bring the fingertips down and then inch them forward. I want you to find length through the waist first so that you fold from the pelvis and not from your belly. I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see what I mean. So find that length instead of collapsing forward this way. We find that length first and then fold from the pelvis and not from the belly, right? So we're not hurting our spine. Reach the fingertips forward, take a breath in and a breath out. Flexing those feet. And then slowly walk the fingertips back up towards the hips. Soles of feet come together to touch, knees again to drop wide. We getting into those hips. Take an inhale to again lengthen through the spine, always keeping the heart open. And if you'd like to bring the heart closer towards the earth, just remember to keep the spine nice and long. So don't collapse and fold from the belly. Try to keep the spine nice and long and then fold forward from the pelvis, from the hips. Take 3 rounds of breath here. Down angle. And then walk the fingertips back up. You'll bring your hands to the outsides of your knee, bring your knees together to touch. Let's counter this forward folding with a reverse tabletop. So bring your fingertips back behind you, send the hips up high, look towards your knees, and once you kind of see them get a little bit further away, hips up high, might feel nice to relax the neck back. If it serves you, press the hips higher, and then slowly let it all come down. Keep the knees towards the sky, lower your back, heart to the earth. We'll find our bridge pose. Again, to press the heels down and towards the earth. Root to rise, lift the hips. Once again, sending the hips towards the sky. Maybe interlace the hands underneath your seat, walking forearms closer together. Press the hips up, breathe in, breathe out. One more inhale, breath, and exhale to slowly release, let them lower on down. Bring the right knee in towards the chest, let the left leg lengthen long. Really guide that knee in towards your right shoulder. And then take a twist over across the body to the left. Let the right arm lengthen out long, look towards your right fingertips, take a breath in, and a breath out. And then slowly come on back. Switch legs, bring left knee in towards the chest. Bring it down closer to the left shoulder. Really flex that right foot. Keep that calf pressing on the earth. And then bring the left knee across the body over to the right. Stretch out through the left fingertips. Look towards the left hand. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then bring the left knee back in towards the center of the chest. From here, bring both knees up. We'll find happy baby, grabbing onto the outer edges of your feet. Invite the knees closer towards the earth. Flex through the feet. Kick up towards the sky. At the same time, keep inviting those arms to be strong and pull down. So work against yourself again. Invite the tailbone closer towards the earth. Keep breathing. If it feels nice to lengthen out one leg and then the other, go ahead and take some movement. Maybe rocking the hips side to side. Good. And then coming back to give yourself one more hug, wrapping arms around your legs. And then letting go, opening out the body. We'll just take 1 minute here with the body in the final resting pose here in Savasana. We'll just take one moment, allowing the body to expand, surrender, restore. Relax the muscles, the tissue, the skin, the bone, like everything really relax. Reminder of that support of the earth beneath you. Know that you are safe, you are held. Surrender to this support. Feel free to stay in Savasana as long as you need. Otherwise, we'll start to awaken the heart with increasing our breath. So bring your awareness to your inhales and exhales and start to increase the depth of your breath in, elongating the breath out. And big breath in, and big breath out. From here, bring your palms together above your heart space. Rub the palms together, creating energy. Rub the palms together. Bring the soles of the feet together. Rub the soles of the feet together. Stimulating 72,000 nerve endings, waking up the body. And then bring the hands underneath your thighs and rock forward 3 times. Rocking on the spine, waking up the heart, and come to a seated position, comfortable seat on the mat. Rest the palms on the thighs, sitting up nice and tall, allowing your sit bones to really root, connecting towards the earth. Heart lifted, shoulders relaxed away from the ears. Watching your breath, breathing, sensing, and feeling. Grounded, connected, open. Here. On the inhale, reach the arms up as you breathe in. Palms come together to touch through the center, through the third eye, to land at your heart. Come back to the intention you set around grounding, around your connection, all knowing of your support, your safety, knowing that through this practice, you can come to be rooted, connected to your power, to who you truly are. Bow your head in gratitude to your heart, to your breath. and for your connection to the earth, to your root. I hope you carry a sense of grounded connection you feel within throughout your day. Thank you so much for practicing with me this morning with grounded love. Thank you all so much for joining Root to Rise. I hope you feel connected, not just to your root chakra, but just connected in your body, grounded, just there. It's such a pleasure to share this practice with you. Please reach out if you have any questions. I'm going to stop the recording.